You guys good?
Nope.
Let me see.
Not at all.
It says you're live.
We actually
Oh,
oh my
no,
god,
we're
it's live
live.
right now. Oh,
They
ready?
can see us?
Okay.
Are you ready?
No, I can see nothing.
You first.
Alright. So, he is an idiot because he pretty much gave up everything he had. He neglected his family. He,
Well, like, he had, like, a good path in life going. And he had, like, a college education. He was getting really good grades and everything. And then he kind of just dropped it and decided to give everything he had pretty much away. And so he just kind of ruined his life.
and, he didn't really think about his family, like if he died, like, how would they react to the situation?
And how it affected them
Yeah.
or anyone that knew him or had a connection.
Yeah, and he didn't really have any, like, he did have, like, wilderness, like, education, but he wasn't, like, prepared to be eating.
I don't think he was prepared for Alaska wilderness.
Are you done?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. He's a genius because he seeked a meaning or a purpose as to why he was alive and why he was on the earth. In a letter to Ronald Franz, he wrote, "You are wrong if you think joy emanates only or principally from human relationships. God has placed it all around us. It is in everything and anything we might experience. We just have to have the courage to turn against our habitual lifestyle and engage in unconventional living." So basically he was like, he like seeked further meaning as to why he was alive.
Mhm.
I have another point. Read the third one.
Oh, okay. Finally, Tris is a hero because. Oh, wait, what?
He's a genius. Not a hero.
Oh, he's a genius. Because he sought to do something with his life that made him happy, despite the fact that it was potentially fatal. In a letter to Ronald Franz, Chris wrote, "The very basic core of a man's living spirit is his passion for adventure. The joy of life comes from our encounters with new experiences, and hence there is no greater joy than to have an endlessly changing horizon for each day, to have a new and different sun."
Okay. So it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So he, instead of, like, going out in the middle of nowhere, he could, like, went to an area where it wasn't as harsh. you
Well,
know?
at least like around a town or something, so if he did have a problem, then he could go and get help.
Yeah.
He was, but when he tried to cross the river, he couldn't get back over because it was the wrong season to cross the river.
Exactly. but
He
that's-
was close enough to
he wasn't-
civilization.
he
He could have
should've
gone back. He was close
wasn't-
enough.
He wasn't
If he would have gone a couple
accessible
miles
to
down the river, he would have realized that there was a hand tram going across, and he could have made it back to civilization in like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Okay, well he was.
But he went to
very-
Okay,
Alaska.
well,
He was unprepared. He brought only like some rice. He didn't have the right clothing. He didn't have the right tools of any sort, and he didn't really have a thought on like where he was gonna stay or sleep. And then he was lucky that he found a bus. But other than that, he was very unprepared for his adventure.
but he wasn't like
Alaska.
planning on staying into the winter. He was only planning on staying into the summer, so he could have easily like camped. And food wasn't really an issue until the very end, but he was planning on leaving.
Was he?
He was planning on leaving if you read the book.
I didn't read the book, so.
Can we be done now?
Lindsay.
Do we have to go more?
Are you done?
I don't really know what else to say.
Well,
I mean, okay,
Should we
what
do our
else we
last
have?
point? We have one more point.
Yeah, say it.
Okay.
And then
go.
we'll read it.
Okay,
What else
so
we have?
our final reason why
Yeah.
he's a genius is because there was like evidence that he was maybe planning on writing a book after he returned. And he did like entries, like journal entries, and where he talked about himself in third person and referred to himself as Alex instead of Chris. So maybe he was like using himself as a character in a book.
Alright. So, like I was saying earlier, he gave up like everything he had. He had a truck that he loved, and he just decided, like, even when his family wanted to buy him a new vehicle, he said no because he liked that one so much. And then he just decided to like leave it there. And then with all the extra money he had, he ended up burning it, and he just pretty much like everything he had just kind of let it go.
Any last arguments?
No. Probably. Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
you're good.
Is it
I'll
off now?
leave now.
Yeah.
All right.